extremely alkaline. Not as bad as it could be, but extremely alkaline. Hello, it's Rox. Today I thought I'd bring you a video. It's something that I see often asked in forums and well, online basically. And that's how do I know if my soap is lye heavy? So what I'm going to do is actually make some soap that's lye heavy, and then we'll cut into it when it's saponified and take a look at what it looks like, because I think that's the best indicator. So I'm just making a really small batch in an old gravy granules container. So I've got I'm going to be just using 300 grams worth of oil, so 50-50 rapeseed oil, or if you're in the US, that's canola and coconut oil. And for that amount of oils, the correct amount of lye is 45 grams. And I'm going to be using, for the purposes of this experiment, 63 grams. I'm doing this soap at 30% water, so for the 300 grams we're using, we need 90 grams of water. So that's what I've got in there. So I'm going to mix the lye into there now. So why might you end up with lye heavy soap? I think probably the most common reason is that maybe you've just took your eye off of the ball and weighed out the wrong amount of oils or the wrong amount of lye. I know when it's happened to me, it has been, I've got those scales that switch between grams and ounces and pounds, and there are a couple of times when I've accidentally switched it from one to the other without noticing. So I suppose that can happen. I suppose it could be that you've written down the recipe incorrectly. That's about all I can think of, really. It's just weighing out your ingredients incorrectly somehow, or writing them down incorrectly in the first place. So really, you've really got to make sure that you've got those figures right. So what do I even mean by lye heavy soap? Well, when you're making soap, you need a certain amount of the alkaline ingredient, in this case caustic soda, lye, sodium hydroxide, NaOH, whatever you want to call it, in order to saponify the oils that you're using. And if you use too much, you end up with some of the lye left over. Your soap's got some of the caustic ingredient that hasn't been used up with the oils. So potentially when you use it to wash, it can irritate, burn your skin. I think it's really, depending on how much you've used, I suppose it's really unlikely to cause burns, but it's not going to be great for your skin. But you'll probably notice it before it gets to that point anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that to cool down. I'll give it a little bit more of a stir and leave that to cool down while my oils are melting. I'm just going to add some mica into the oils, and the reason for this is because I just think that when I cut the soap when it's ready, it might just show up better on camera. Plus, mica in oil looks lovely. I'll give that. Look how pretty that looks. Oh, it's so pretty. That's not why we're doing it though, but it does look pretty. Okay, let's add our too much lye. Okay, and I'm just going to mix it as I normally would. Just mix it up to a medium trace, I think. This is taking its time to get to trace. So while I'm just stirring this, just let me know if you have any soaping problems or there's something that you want to know more about. Let me know and I'll see if I can cover it in a video. Right. That is so taking its time to get to a trace, but it's okay. I'm going to just pour it as it is. Right, okay, so I've got my old gravy granules tub. It's just made out of very thick card. It's perfectly fine for making soaping. I've heard of people using Pringle tins and all sorts. This, hopefully, I'm going to have enough to be able to cut into it and show you what a lye heavy soap looks like. So I'm just going to pour this in. Oh, almost perfect amount, just a little bit left over. Okay, so I'm going to put this, I can feel it's nice and warm already. I'm going to put this somewhere cosy to saponify up, and then we'll come back and cut it and let's see what it looks like. See you in 2 ticks. I am back with our saponified soap. I kind of wish I've made it a little bit darker because it's still looking a little bit too white, but it is what it is. So let me get this out of my makeshift mould and we'll take a look at it. Okay, so let's try something else. Well, I've just noticed that my phone wasn't recording, so I don't know how much I've missed at this point. Anyway, trying to get this off is difficult. I'm nearly there now. Right, there we go. Let's put that to one side. Okay, so it's nice and firm. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this without gloves. I'm okay. I'll cut into this, and if you see what's happening here, oh, it is very brittle. You can see that this is quite brittle and crumbly. I'll just turn the light up a little. Now, when your soap has got the lye amount in that it should have, it will be smooth to cut, not crumbly. But this is just very brittle. It's all crumbling. And that looks okay. But we've got these little bits breaking off. And yeah, I probably can't break this part. But this, it just breaks up like chalk. It's this crumbliness and brittleness that's probably going to be the first sign that you'll see where you think, what have I done? What's happened to my soap? Because you won't have realised that you've misweighed something. I've just got a little bit of water in a cup, plastic cup here, and I'm just going to add some of these crumbly bits of soap. I'm just going to leave that in there to let that kind of dissolve down a bit, and then I'll stick a pH strip in it. I see some people testing the pH of their soap by dropping some water onto it. Look at that, look at the colour of that. That is, I'd say that is most likely 12. I'll just stick one in this water and see what we get here, although that's not fully dissolved yet. Same thing. Same thing, so it's that dark. Yep, I think that's the nearest one is the 12 on there. So extremely alkaline. Not as bad as it could be, but extremely alkaline. So basically, I don't need to drag it on any longer. This is the easiest way to tell if your soap is lye heavy. And it will vary in crumbliness just depending on how much extra lye you do have in there. Okay, so there we go. Thanks for watching. I hope that you found this useful if you're new to soap making or lye heavy soap is something that you're unsure about and have never come across, and hopefully you'll be able to identify a lye heavy soap now. Okay, I'll see you later.